What is going on, Summoners? We're back here today with another Champion Deep Dive. And this time, we're talking about Barren Zemo. So sit back and relax, because it's time to get into it. Barren Zemo enters each fight with 5 indefinite cleanse passives. However, Zemo's cleanse effects can't purify stun debuffs. When Zemo runs out of cleanse passives, he inflicts a root passive on the opponent for 5 seconds and gains an armor up buff for 20 seconds. While this armor up buff is active, Zemo can't gain cleanse. And when Zemo doesn't have a personal armor up or cleanse active, he gains back 5 indefinite cleanse passives. Now, when the opponent becomes rooted, they're inflicted with an indefinite 50% decelerate passive, maxing out at 2 stacks. And while they're rooted, the opponent's combat power rate is reduced by 40%, and Zemo's is increased by 40%. Additionally, while rooted, Zemo's attacks can't miss, and all of his attacks inflict bleed debuffs on the opponent. Unless otherwise noted, all of Zemo's personal bleed effects are indefinite debuffs that deal direct damage to the opponent. Now, all of his personal effects can be inflicted through the opponent's block, and if the opponent breaks free of Zemo's root before it expires, they're inflicted with 5 additional bleed debuffs. However, this is reduced by 1 for each prowess effect on the opponent. Furthermore, Zemo's medium attacks don't make contact with the opponent. And whenever the opponent purifies, or is immune to one of Zemo's effects, he gains a Fury buff, increasing the attack rating of his next hit by up to 6,986. Now, let's check out his special attacks. The Special 1. On activation, Zemo inflicts an indefinite disorient passive on the opponent, reducing their block proficiency by 25% and defensive ability accuracy by 10%. Maxing out at 4 stacks. Additionally, the final hit of this special attack inflicts an indefinite bleed debuff on the opponent. But if they're rooted, the root is paused for the duration of this special attack, and the final hit inflicts 5 additional indefinite bleed debuffs. With the Special 2, the opponent is inflicted with the root passive for 5 seconds on the final hit of this special attack. The Special 3. At the end of this attack, Zemo inflicts a non-stacking indefinite Sunder passive on the opponent, reducing critical resistance to 0 and preventing it from increasing further. Also, this attack gains plus 600 attack rating for each of Zemo's indefinite debuffs and passives currently active on the opponent. Now, let's check out his signature ability. When awakened, Zemo gains up to 1,000 critical damage rating and can perform critical hits through the opponent's block. Also, when fighting hero champions, attacks that intercept the opponent gain up to 1,000 critical rating. Now, let's take him out for a spin in the champion rotation. To begin, attack the opponent and build close to your Special 3. If possible, bait a special attack once you're lined up, and launch your Special 2 to push the opponent back and trap them in your root. From here, dash in and immediately launch your Special 1 to inflict your first Disorient passive and tack on 10 indefinite bleed debuffs. Continue the assault and launch a second Special 1 right before root ends to inflict a second Disorient and 10 more indefinite bleeds. Now that you're set up, you could repeat the process again, or build to your Special 3 to deliver a crushing finishing blow and move on to his next victim. Now, let's check out some of his notable synergies. House of Zemo. This is a solo synergy that grants Barren Zemo plus 50% bleed potency for each other Barren Zemo on the team. Additionally, he gains plus 5% bleed potency for each rank in the Deep Wounds Mastery. Masters of Evil. With Barren Zemo on the team, villain champions gain plus 3% attack rating for each villain on the team. This bonus is doubled when fighting hero champions. Justice like lightning. With Barren Zemo on the team, Thunderbolt champions gain plus 3% perfect block chance and take 5% less damage from special attacks for each Thunderbolt on the team. These bonuses are doubled when fighting villain champions. Tour Guide. With Captain America Sam Wilson, Falcon, or Winter Soldier on the team, Zemo gains plus 500 armor and critical damage rating. As for Captain America Sam Wilson and Falcon, they each gain plus 25% debuff duration and plus 500 critical damage rating. And for Winter Soldier, he gains plus 25% debuff duration and plus 500 armor rating. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. With Apocalypse, Doctor Doom, or Dr. Octopus on the team, Synergy members gain plus 300 critical rating in fighting skill or cosmic opponents, plus 300 block proficiency in fighting science or tech opponents, or plus 30% regeneration rate when fighting mystic or mutant opponents. If the opponent is a champion of the superior class, all three bonuses are gained. Boogie Boogie Uprising. With Deadpool, Mantis, Star-Lord, or Symbiote Spider-Man on the team, dodging back and holding block activates a 1.2 second timer, and releasing block just as the timer expires grants a Jiggy With It buff for 20 seconds, increasing critical rating by plus 150 and granting an unstoppable passive while dodging backwards or dashing forwards. Goo Platoon. With Immortal Abomination, Man-Thing, Symbiote Supreme, or Toad on the team, activating a special attack grants all Synergy members a non-stacking Vicious buff, increasing the potency of damage over time debuffs by 50% for 10 seconds. Stole My Shtick. With Phoenix on the team, ZEMO'S bullet hits during his medium attacks and Special 2 inflict Incinerate debuffs, dealing energy damage over 6 seconds. As for Phoenix, her Fury buffs gain plus 100% potency. Did you see a Synergy that pierced through the competition? Thinking of a new Synergy team? Let us know your thoughts below, and let's discuss. Thank you for watching this champion deep dive for Barren Zemo. And hey, if you liked the video and want to see more, click subscribe, like, comment, and share. And remember, we'll see you in the battle realm!